Hi. So thank you. And today I'm gonna to show you how to configure Jenkins masternode configuration. Okay. This will be a very short video, but of course it will be interesting. And right. So here, if you can see, this is my machine, Ubuntu machine, where I have installed Jenkins. I have one more node. So this is my one more node, same Ubuntu machine. So I want to configure, this is a node one and this is the master one. So I just want to configure this node to the master, right? Okay, so let's not delay, let's start it quickly. Let me open my Jenkins and see whether Jenkins is working or not. To check whether Jenkins server is running or not, go to terminal. Okay, so once you go to terminal, you can run the command which you can tell you whether the Jenkins server is working or not. Systemctl status Jenkins, and you can see service is running fine without an issue. And of course, Jenkins is taking by default 8080 port number. You can access Jenkins using his IP address of the machine. Using this particular IP, you can access it, or else you can access using localhost, right? So if you paste it here, oh, sorry, just type 8080, it will work. If you will just type localhost 8080, that also will work. So both ways it will work. And let me log into my Jenkins. And Jenkins has been, okay, so I have successfully logged into my Jenkins, and you can see I have last video, I have showed you this sample pipeline and tutorial on day one Jenkins. This particular tutorial, I'll tell you like whether I have I have to tell you here like how to configure node with the master Jenkins. So let's say this is our master. We want to configure a node. So, and my node is, as I told you, this is my node. Okay, so let me log into this. And this is my Nagios server. And yes, of course, in coming videos, you'll see Nagios related information here. And let me see, like, all right, some looks like some problem. Okay, clear. So I have, let me configure this node. So if I type IP config, this is my IP address, which is 1.9 is my node IP. Remember, 1.9 is my node IP. Let me minimize this. Make sure both systems are pinging to each other. So ping dot 1.9 and see it's pinging, right? So if I'll go ping this 23 IP for my node IP, it should be ping. So how can I do that? Ping 192, 168 or 1.23. So both are pinging perfectly. There is no issue with the ping. So now let me add the node. So remember the IP address of my node machine is 1.9 and this is Nagios machine, right? So now let's start adding that machine to Jenkins as a node. So click on manage Jenkins. And once you click on the manage Jenkins, you can see there is an option called manage nodes and clouds. Click on that. So I have only one machine, which is master. This is the master. I have to click on new node if you want to add a new node. Okay, let's say my new node is Nagios server, right? So I just want to Nagios server to add to my Jenkins. Click on permanent, click on OK. Right, so I will put number of executors here too. Okay, and it's asking about remote root directory. So what I can do it here, I'll create a directory in my node machine, right? So mkdir Jenkins. Okay, so what I'll give full permission to this. I'll give full permission to this, no problem. So now you can see Jenkins directory has been created and given us the full permission to that. If you click on LL, you can see there is a full permission to this particular directory. Okay, so this looks fine. Now what I have to do, Jenkins is my root directory, remote root directory. And if you want to know like how can I configure here, just click on this. You'll get to know how you want to configure. You can see they have such as similar to this. Just copy this one and paste it here. Very simple. Okay. Very simple. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So if you can see here, they have written as like Jenkins.agent. Anything is fine. So for me, it's only Jenkins. That looks good. And what the label you want to give for this host? As this is an AWS server, so I'll give a monitoring label. I'll give like monitoring. Okay, so this is a monitoring label. That means whenever you have number of monitoring servers, you can label to this monitoring one. So whenever you apply to monitoring, all the nodes which are under monitoring will be affected. Now give this node as much possible, correct? No need to do anything here. So launch agent by to the master, of course. Launch agent by SSH, you can do it. Anything is fine for you. So now what I can do it here. I need to connect via SSH to my node machine. So SSH is nothing but like I need to have an IP address of my node. As we know, the IP address is 192.168.1.9 and the credentials what I'm using. So the credentials what I'm using, you know, to log in your node machine, definitely you have some credentials. So for here I am using AWS my login. If I say who am I can see who am I can see my user ID is AWS. Password also I know. So let me add that password. Click on Jenkins. So username I know on AWS. Okay. And password also I know. So I'll mention that AWS. Description also AWS. Click on add. And if I click it here, I can see AWS has been configured. Now click on manual trust verification strategy. So I have to one time I have to verify my trusted key. Okay, now click on save. You can see node SPR has been configured here, but there is a red mark here. So what this red mark says, this red mark says that this particular instance is not communicating with Jenkins still. So if I click on this and I'll click on relaunch it, then it will ask, then it will try to connect with the Jenkins, and let's see how it happens. And remember, once you click on that left hand side, there's option called trust SSH key. So as I told you, one time you have to trust it, click on yes, and then click again relaunch agent, and let's see what's happening here. So now Jenkins is trying to connect with AWS server. Okay, it looks like connection closed, launch failed, cleaning of the connection and connection closed. That means there is some problems not installing. And why? What is the error? Why it is not happening? You can see there is Java command not found, Java not found. That means I have not installed Java here, right? So I've not installed Java here. So what I have to do? I have to install Java in my node machine, because when Jenkins is trying to connect with the node, Jenkins found there is no Java installed in that particular machine. So what I have to do? I have to install the excuse me, I have to install the Java. So let's do that and install the Java. Right. So to install that Java, we need to connect to our machine. Then we can do that. So to installing the Java, I will suggest you open your command prompt and connect that machine. So SSH, and the username is AWS 192.168.1.9. Okay. Okay, you want to connect it? Yes. Okay, so now I have connected to my node machine. You can SSH it. Let me do the sudo hat here. Okay, so now I have to install the Java here. So to do the installation in Java, first we need to confirm that we need to install the OpenJDK 11. So let me try sudo apt. If you want to install OpenJDK 11, so you can pass the command of sudo apt install OpenJDK -11 -jdk, right? So click yes. So now what will happen? This command will install OpenJDK in your node machine. Okay, so it's taking a lot of time. Not sure. Okay, so this will take a little time. So until that, let's see how it goes. Then we'll start configuring the node. It's taking longer than that. I have canceled it. I don't want to do it. Let me directly pass the command in the host itself. Okay, let me do sudo apt get update. Okay, it looks like there is internet issue. It's very slowness here. Sudo apt install open jdk -11 -jdk. Now what will happen? This command will install OpenJDK in this particular virtual machine, and you can see it started working, started downloading, and after that it will install it. Then once it is installed, then we will see how it works. Okay, finally it has installed successfully, but it took a lot of time actually because of the internet issue. It took a lot of time. So let me log in back to my Jenkins server. And right, so let me see, still this looks like connection closed. Okay. Let me install the other one, the job OpenJDK 8. That is also required here. Sudo apt get update. Let me update it. And sudo apt install OpenJDK. This is for 8. Okay, so go back to nodes and let me try again whether it's connecting or not. Okay, authentication successful. All right, so it's connected now. Agent successfully connected and online. So you don't need to install the other one, which I'm installing OpenJDK 8. So I've installed the latest one OpenJDK 8, sorry, 11. And if you go back to node, now you can see your node is online. But how you will monitor your node is online or offline? So if I'll go to dashboard, if you click on manage Jenkins, click on the manage nodes and close. If here you can see there is a red mark here, red cross mark here, then only you can get confirmed whether the node is online or offline. But if you want to get a notification, like how can I get a notification like whether my node is healthy or he's not pinging, something like that. So let's create a small pipeline, not pipeline, freestyle job. So I'll mention this job called node monitoring. Okay, so I'll click on freestyle job, click on OK. And you remember like 1.9 is my node IP. So here node monitor, you can mention anything. So this is a node monitoring description, right? So don't do anything. So let's come down, click on build and click on execute cell. And you can click on ping 192.168.1.9 and click on apply and save, right? So now if you click on the build now, then this will run. This will continuously run because this is continuously trying to touch with the node. If you go back, you can see this will be continuously run because this command won't be stopped. So this will continuously run. Now, if I want to see like whether this particular node is running or not, let me shut down the node which I configured here. Let me shut down it. File, close, power off. If I do the power off, and you can see this job, what it's running will be stopped automatically because there won't be any kind of connection with the host. So that's why there won't be any kind of, there'll be a traffic loss, and then your master Jenkins will automatically find that key there is no connection between me and node. So your node is down, and you can see from this particular host, you can see the host is unreachable. Okay, but of course this also will be still continuing because this will continue with the ping status and unreachable as well. So that's why this is not the right process to do it, but I will tell you in my next video how you'll monitor your nodes in Jenkins. Okay, so for today that's it, and let me cancel it just to see how we can cancel. Just click on this and click on OK. So this automatically will cancel. And you can see if you go down, you can see this bill is awaited by the T3 learning user. Okay, so cool. We have today in session, we have learned like how you can configure a node with the Jenkins master. And if you go back again, the dashboard, manage Jenkins and node, And you can see here, node is still online, but automatically, if this will come off, it will come, it will connect. But the problem is that if the IP address of the node will change, then this won't be ping. This will be go for offline. But if let's say you want to bring it temporarily offline, so I want to bring this temporarily offline. So you can click on Mac this node as offline. You can see offline, command temporary offline. I can see, and you have the log automatically generate here. So that is July 2058-24. The node came for offline by Jenkins, right? So now you can update the offline region here. For testing, I was doing it. I'll see for testing, and I can click on the update region, and that's it. And if you want to bring that Linux this machine to online, click on this and click on your back to lit status, and you can see your node is online now. So similar to this, you can also configure your cloud nodes. Okay, you can go back to the plugin manager and you can install it your cloud node. But I'm not going to tell you in this video, but I'll have a separate video how we can configure and install or manage cloud nodes here, right? So for the today, thank you for watching my channel. If you feel this is informative for you, you can subscribe my channel, you can share my channel and keep watching. Or if you need anything from my side, any particular video on the DevOps, let me know. I will definitely work for you guys. Thank you so much.